Now I've always wanted to make a game. Over the last couple years, I jotted down some ideas, a very bare bones structure, you know, some bosses, some powers, just little stuff here and there. It's only about 8 pages long, so it's not much, and I have to make a game where I've never coded once before in my life. I've watched a 10-minute video 2 years ago. That's the limited experience I have in coding, and I have 3 months to do it, where I have to code everything, I have to make all the art, I have to do everything, and it has to be at least a functioning full game. It doesn't have to be super long. It can be probably a simple demo, but it has to be a proof of concept, essentially, with I want at least one boss. A minimum one fully good functioning boss, and then proper movement, some good stuff, like a good demo. We're gonna shoot for a good demo. So let's hop into it. So it's May now, and I haven't worked that much on the game, but it's not entirely my fault. It's only like 65% my fault from like laziness and procrastination. So like, what was I supposed to do about getting bedridden from a flu for like a week and a half, or spraining my ankle severely, tearing ligaments? Even now, 3 weeks later, I can only barely stand, and I can't walk yet. So like, not my fault. I'm just saying, it's only 65% my fault. So, my bad. Sorry about that. So because of this, we're gonna lower our expectations a little bit. I am not making a boss. I don't know what I was thinking. Clearly I wasn't. I don't know how to do that. That's so complex. I can't even figure out how to make my guy stand and move on the floor on my own. What? I am not making a boss. That is so incredibly complex. I have a newfound appreciation for video games. This is insane. I don't understand how people code. This is crazy. Like, look at this. Tell me this makes any sense to you. You're lying if you say yes. What? There's no semblance of sense here. I don't get it at all. Telling me to make a boss is like grabbing an orphan from the street who's never spoken in their life, has no idea about the English language, teaching them half of the alphabet, and then telling them to mediate a hostage situation. Makes no sense. What? Huh? Why would you ever do that? That's no semblance of sense making right there. It's no. just no. However, I do want to make one enemy. I have all the designs and art. Everything's for them is done. I want to add some visual effects if I could figure out how to do that. That'd be cool. If not a huge deal. But I want to add them. It'll only take the tactical know-how of making a Goomba. Incredibly simple, hopefully. I don't want them to fall off an edge though, so that might be complex. So we'll see. So, you know, I'll let you know when we get to that, and I'll keep you updated on that. But if we can do that, if I can make that guy, and we have time left, because I'll need at least like a week to edit this video together, then hopefully I can make a little tutorial area. It'd be really cool. I'm just saying, like, just very bare bones, incredibly simple. This is how you run, this is how you jump, this is the dash button. Hopefully that'll make everything really, really simple. I hope. Because I have an idea in my head on how to do that, and how to translate it to code. Like, it makes sense in my mind, but then putting it on the code and making it work is a different thing. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll let you know. I'll keep you updated if we get to that, if we have time. If not, then that idea is gone. But hopefully we can get to that, or else this is gonna be a very short video about me just making a little dude walk back and forth. So we'll see, I guess. During the small amount of work I did do during those 4 months, I did do some work. I made some basic movement, ground and slopes, which was surprisingly difficult, and imported a lot of the sprites I'd already made. Then in early May, I worked a couple days and made the Wraith, or Shade Enemy. Still haven't come up with a name I like for it, but you know what I'm talking about. I also started working a death screen and made a couple buttons for it. Then I played around with making levels for a bit, and I made an animation for the memory sprite. I'm now done doing my little Goomba dude. Didn't even take that. It took like 3.5, maybe 4 hours at most. It wasn't that long. I learned a lot. I've started setting up little memory things, or whatever I want to call them. Little fire things you go and collect. And I'm starting to outline what I want in this game exactly, because I didn't really have a full idea in what kind of game it was going to be. I knew platformer, but I didn't know if it was more like Metroidvania, Hollow Knight, or if I just wanted it level based or what. But I think I'm gonna go more Hollow Knight vibes in terms of Metroidvania, or at least where it's a world you're going through, not level based. So we'll see. Pretty happy to be done that enemy. It's a lot of work. I'm not making another one for a while. I had to look through so many videos to figure out how to do that. Oh, the problem is every single video you find doing it is in the middle of a series. So then for variables, which you make up, you completely make up. I have to figure out what they're doing with their variables and then somehow integrate it into mine. It's so annoying. It's horrible. It's a horrible experience. I have a little tiny work in progress title screen with the word begin. I'm gonna animate that later, but it's pretty cool. Sets you there whenever you die. I need to do animations for death, or set that up, because the animation's done. I just have to code it in. Same thing with collecting little fire things. But it's not that bad. It's going pretty good. I just got like a few final tweaks and then putting in final textures for like the ground and stuff. And then sound design. I might be able to do particle effects, which would be really nice. And then I'm done. So that'll be really nice. It's going pretty good so far. Next, I think I'll just be doing a bit of everything. I don't think I'm gonna tunnel into one thing and then go to the next. I think I'm probably gonna bounce around a little bit between, fixing floor textures, mapping out what I want the place to look like. Because I want to do a little tutorial area. Because I already have a couple rooms done. I might scrap them. I might work more on them. I'm not sure. But I already have a few done that I've been just testing stuff in. So I might keep those. I might not. I figured out how to track the character. Like if you're going through a really big level and you need to scroll like you do in Mario or whatever. I figured that out, so that's good. I can work with that. I figured out a lot of stuff, man. It's too much stuff, but yeah. I don't think it'll take much longer to finish this. Maybe another few days, but like, yeah, I only have like a week and a bit left, anyways. So, yeah. All right, I'll update you when more stuff happens or if I break something. Next, I made text for the death and start menu, those being begin, quit, and retry. I worked on a few sound effects as well. Then I also made an animation for the player dying. Well, after spending the entire day coding, I finished. I have the main dude completely done, no issues with him. We die well. There's a little basic intro, or not intro, but title screen almost. It just says the word begin, and you click on it and it works. And then when you die, there's an animation, it works. It doesn't break anything. I don't go flying into the air anymore. Everything's working fine. And there's a retry button, a quit button. You can do any of that. You can do anything you could possibly imagine. There's spikes. I added spikes. There was a really easy, quick thing. So you die to spikes now. So I basically just need to map out a little tutorial section and then make it. And that's it. It shouldn't be that difficult because most of it's like textures. And so, like I have to finish textures for like the ground and stuff. The spikes are already done. The enemies are done. I might do a bit of background work and then it's like sound effects, music, stuff like that. So should be done soon, actually. There's not much left. I'm pretty excited because it's, God, what day is it? We're getting close to the due date. Yeah, it's 9:30 p.m. on Monday, May 26th. So we have 6 days left, including the day of it being due. So I think we can do this because I just have to finish the game like tomorrow or the day after the latest, and then I just have to edit the video within like 3 or 4 days, and then we're done. It's not even that bad. I've had worse time crunches. We got this. Should I put Easter eggs in the game? The problem is I've spent my whole day just coding, and now I don't want to do more right now, but like my ideas are flowing. I'm thinking of stuff because I learned a lot of stuff, especially this section with learning animations, timing, stuff like that. With dying specifically, when you would die to something, because I needed an animation to play and a sound effect, but I needed to switch back to the main room where you would start the game, but I would need it to happen a little bit after because the animation's not instantaneous. It takes time. You have to see it. Same with the sound effect. So then I had to figure that out as a whole ordeal. I started work on it at the very beginning of the day, and then I finished it just now. So it's been a while, but everything should be really easy now. It's gonna be super easy. I might, depending on what I want to do, I might just mess around with some studio stuff and do like I don't know what they're called, because I've never done music in my life, but I might just make a crap song and just use that as the background. If I can't find anything good that's like royalty free. so we'll see. I'll let you guys know if I do that, because I probably won't record it, because I don't think I'll have access to my webcam. So I'll be gone for a while I'm editing this video, so we'll see. I'll let you guys know. You'll see it if I can show you. I don't know. Alright, well, I'll update you guys again, probably tomorrow. Yeah, that sounds about right. Hopefully by then, everything will be complete and beautiful and crisp, and there'll be sounds, and oh, I'm so excited. So I have to give the enemy sounds and stuff too, so while they're existing, there's just ambient noise coming from them. That's a good idea. Alright, I'm gonna shut up now. Just talk to you in a second. On the last day I worked on the game, I ended up working on it for a grand total of 13.5 hours. So I ended up doing quite a bit. I made 3 areas to play through, finished sound effects, made doors to go through, integrated the collection animation for collecting memories, made a big enemy for a chase section, made a victory screen, and then I made a speed timer and a counter for how many memories you collected on the victory screen. So I ended up doing quite a bit. I just spent 9.5 hours coding. 2.5 of those hours was coding a wall. That's only for one enemy. Man, it's like 2:30 in the morning. I don't want to be here. Oh my god. On the bright side, I'm nearly done literally everything. The only thing I want to do is an idea I just had like 30 minutes ago that I was gonna do, and then I was like, too tired, not happening. But I'll do it tomorrow. I doubt I'll record it because it shouldn't be too difficult, surely. I want to add a little speedrun timer because it's a very short and sweet kind of game. So I just want to have an inbuilt speedrun timer. That way it gives you something to do with it. You can just keep going, try to get a faster time. Because I tried to make it pretty fluid in its movement. Not as fluid as you can get with stiff controls. But I did my best. You know, the sound is okay. The visuals, there's one sprite I'm really happy at. It's this guy. I'd really like Chaser. That's because he doesn't have a name. That's all he's called. I really like him. I don't know why, but the tears, the face, I just really like it. What else did I do? Did I do anything else? It's been 9.5 hours. I don't remember what I did. What did I do? Textures? Were textures in the game already? I don't know. There's textures now. There's a victory screen. Some sound effects. I just did that, so I know that's new. I don't know what has happened between now and last time. I don't know what else I did. Did I do? Surely I didn't spend 9.5 hours on one enemy in a victory screen. No, surely. No, wait. Wait, no. No, I just can't remember because it's 2:30. Surely, that's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. Oh god. Anyways, I'll do a final update after I'm done the timer, and that'll be the end of it. Pretty nice. I'll play through the game for you because I don't think you've seen a full playthrough yet. It depends how I edit this video, but I doubt I'd show you just the game. bits and pieces, but I don't think I'd show you the full thing. I don't know. I'll show you it anyways. Whether you've seen it or not, you'll see it again. That's right. You don't get to run away from this. You're watching this whether you like it or not. I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm going to bed.
Later that day.
I did more stuff. I added a speedrun timer that starts at the beginning. When you get to the end, you can see your timer on the top left. My top speed is like 25 point something seconds. Pretty good. I also added the collectibles. They work now. So when you get the little fire collectible in the first room, you can still get it in the second, third, and it keeps track of it to the end. And if you get it in the first one and you go back to the first room, it's gone. And if you don't get it and you go back, then it's still there. Everything works. It took a while. It works. All of that works. It was really, really annoying. And I'm going to play test with one of my friends. I'm going to get him to play the game. I'll record that so you can see the majesty of him playing. I really, really hope it's not like 40 seconds long because it's a really, really short game. So if he's good at 2D platformers, it's going to be done very quickly. It's gonna limit like 30-something hours of work to like 40 seconds. So it's going to be very sad. So I hope it takes longer. I guess I'll just show you that after this. Because I don't really know what else I could inform you guys about the game. Everything's done. There's nothing else. Like, the game is exactly where I want it to be. I'm happy with where it is right now, especially for the capstone. There's no way I'm making a full game in this amount of time when I don't know what I'm doing. But I think this is like a solid little proof of concept kind of thing. It's not, I wouldn't really call it a demo because it's not leading into anything. It's just there, but it works decently. Like it works fine. There's a couple bugs left I think I need to iron out, but like there's one bug where I'm not sure quite what causes it, but like if you just skim an enemy, it repeats the death sound and stuff, and it completely breaks everything. You have to Alt F4, but I can barely, I can never reconstruct it on my own. I've tried. I can never redo it, so it shouldn't be that big of an issue. But we'll see. All right, well, I'll have to playtest with my friend, I guess. Oh. From me, it cut from you walking up the ramp to you falling in the spikes. That was big. Look at this expert controlling here. Do you like the sound design? It's pretty fire, right? Subtle crying.
Is that you?
That is not me.
What the fuck?
So that's a current error. You have to Alt F4. That is a current error? I don't know where that stems from. I don't know what that stems from, because I have a variable where every time you come in contact with the thing that should kill you, so spikes, any of the enemies, it'll, you know, get to the death screen and everything will die. Which means you somehow die more than once, or sorry, more than once, but less than once at the same time, which doesn't make any sense.
So what am I supposed to jump over him?
Yeah, yeah. It was just a known bug because of the way you touched him. You did it again. I've encountered this 3 times in all of my playtesting. I don't know how you keep recreating this. I've actively tried to do it, and I cannot do it. How have you managed this?
Okay, that one didn't.
Good job. It didn't break this time, that's what matters. He's cooking.
Okay, I was scared.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to go down? Oh.
Well, you're supposed to land on the platform, but yeah, where's you're supposed to go down?
You're breaking my concentration.
My bad, my bad.
Concentration.
We need some entertainment for this part of the video. It's gonna be like 30 minutes long.
I slipped.
You got this, yes. My goat. My goat. I'll just let you experience this by yourself. My goat's cooking. Oh, shut up. It's progress, it's progress, it's progress.
One step at a time.
My goat's, my goat's got this, my goat's got this. I'm glad the direction's clear though, and which way you're supposed to go. I tried to make it as clear as possible, but making walls to where you can't go.
It's very clear.
I'm very glad about this. I'm curious to see, this isn't supposed to be the hard part. So I'm curious to see how you'll handle the difficult part.
That part is killing me.
Don't worry, you got
so
this.
Bad.
You got this. I believe in you.
That I was just hesitant.
That's so fair. That's so fair. I died on that many times.
I've noticed something. Wait, is it? Okay, there's an animation for when he's falling, but it doesn't activate until when he's like.
It's when he gets to a certain speed. It's
yeah, I think you need to up that speed or some activation.
The speed, the speed is the max. The speed's the max falling speed. It's only supposed to activate in certain circumstances.
Okay.
Like when you're falling for a long time, like extended period of time. But I can't really set it to that it only goes at certain points or like it eases out. So it's just kind of there.
Yeah, I only noticed it right there.
Yeah. I had to annoy it because the way you fall is this is the end of this section, and then you are supposed to keep falling because you're doing the animation. So I had to make the animation start at the next room, in the next area.
I'm gonna die right here.
You got this. Damn.
Do the collectibles reset every time you die?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I don't think I'm gonna get them.
You can get one. You can get one. You can get the first one or the last one. Well, you can't get the last one. You can get the first one.
Why can't I get the last one?
I don't think you got it in you. Respectfully, I don't think you got it in you. I want you to try each collectible at least once.
Ah!
You just got to commit there. As soon as you start falling, you just have to let go. I'm so sorry, man. Did I make this too bad? I'm so sorry. I don't understand how you keep doing that.
Oh my god.
It's very big.
What was I even doing?
I don't know. That's how you get to the second little memory sprite thing, the fire.
What are the memory sprites? What are they?
So I wanted a
that?
thing where there's memories that you collect. Some are minor, some are bigger and more consequential. And those bigger ones will affect the course of the game, because I want different final bosses depending on where you are. And if you 100% the game, you get like a super secret true ending where you don't kill yourself. And everyone's super happy. The bad ending where you do none of it, you don't get any memory, except for like the mandatory ones, and then you end up offing yourself. And then a third ending where you do some of the stuff, but not all of it. I'm not sure what the requirements would be exactly for that, but where you talk it out with your family. You're not happy, but like you're not ending it. I don't know, we'll see. I have to workshop everything a bit still, but because I want the entire map to take place in the shape of a human body, because this is supposed to be an internal conflict that it represents.
Yeah.
And the difficulties of overcoming your doubt, self-fear, insecurity, stuff like that.
This is peak. Can I drop right here?
Yes, you can. That's a speedrun tech.
You added speedrun tech?
Yes, I made sure this flows as incredibly as possible, because I can't make something big, so I just had to make something that I could easily speedrun that was fun and felt good. Because I'll show you a lot of tech. I'll show you this afterwards. So sorry. That's the last room. Does it make you feel better? That's the last room,
Yeah.
and you're done.
Okay, I got this. I know the speedrun techs.
I won't make you. I think my high score is 25 seconds. 25.5 something. I think is my record.
Put mine into 10 times speed.
Hey, you're only at 17. You're only at almost 18 minutes, so you're not doing bad. Especially considering I tried to make this pretty difficult. You're doing pretty good for someone who says he's bad at 2D platformers. You got this. My go. It's cooking. For that one, you can just drop. You don't need to run or jump.
Right now.
Holding the jump button makes you jump higher.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a platformer thing.
So much.
That's new. That's new. I haven't seen that happen before.
Several days later.
This is a very big, weird triangle.
Yeah. Well, I handwritten all the letters with mouse, so it's not exactly the prettiest.
Nah.
And then I had to mess with them to get the colors and stuff to be how I wanted it to. But I kept the problem is different things like quit, the retry, and begin are all completely different because I forgot what aspect ratio I drew them in. So they're all slightly different. Because originally it was like 50 by 50 pixels, and I'd write with a 5 pixel brush that was a square, and then I would shrink everything by 1 pixel to get the first other color, and then I'd do it again for the other color, then I'd grow everything by 1 and then widen out the first color. But I just forgot. My goat's got this. Oh my god, he did it. You ready for this? What an end screen, am I right? What an end screen. Dude, I made sure to draw that trophy in MS Paint just for you. 29.25. Not too bad. All right, Jack.
Where's the final segment? What would I do differently if I were to do this again? Honestly, I wouldn't really do anything different. I'm kind of happy with how this turned out. The game's where I want it to be. I was able to get a lot of experience. I could have done more, but ultimately I'm pretty happy with how it came out, honestly. What did I use to like learn? Mostly YouTube videos. There was a really good series. I can't remember who it's by, but I'll put it up on screen. Dude, this guy, such a goat. I did most of his tutorial on 2D platformers. Oh my god, he's so helpful. Everything he says is super easily digestible. He's such a goat. Dude, that man, such respect. Which is wow. I can't overstate my respect for him. But I followed that tutorial mainly. There's a couple tutorials I went through, especially for the enemy, the little wraith shade dude, whatever. For him especially, because I didn't know what to do for him. I had no idea. So I went through a lot of different tutorials to figure him out. That's pretty much it, really. I used ChatGPT, actually. It's very helpful. Because there was a few times where I was writing code, I was like, I'm not doing anything right, and I can't find anything online in the forums about what I'm doing wrong or how to fix it. So I gave up, asked ChatGPT, this is what's happening, why is this happening? And it would tell me why, and then it would give me an example of better code, and then I could just use that code, except that code still wouldn't usually work, but I would at least understand what's happening. So I would read through their code, fix their code, and then everything would work. It was so helpful. It was, dude, I spent 2 hours making a wall, an invisible wall, so that the enemy could walk through it. And that's the third room, the chase. I think you've seen it. Yeah, you did see it, yeah. I was making an invisible wall for like 2 hours just to get a guy to run over it. Because it was supposed to be invisible. He was the only one that was supposed to collide with it, but he wasn't supposed to collide with anything else other than the player. Yet for some reason, he would collide with that, but he would also collide with everything else. And no matter what, it doesn't matter if anything was around him or if he was just on normal ground, he would constantly turn back and forth. And I was so confused for like 2 hours. ChatGPT couldn't help, and then I finally figured it out. I had to combine both my code and like 3 different versions of ChatGPT's code. But I finally figured it out, and it works. Everything's fine. It's all beautiful. It works. I'm not touching it. I'm scared. I think it's good to just kind of hop into it, because I did do one test game where it was your car, you're moving around, you go to a parking spot, and it got me familiar. But I did that with Game Maker Visual, which is like blocks you put together. It's not like text-based code. But I definitely should have started with text-based code, because that's what I went into. Because I was thinking I'd try to make a game out of Visual, but it doesn't have it doesn't have the space or like the ability to do whatever you want in it like code does. So I definitely would have started with normal text code first. I don't think I would have done any test games. I think it's better to just kind of hop into it, especially with the tutorial series. I found it was really easily digestible. It taught me a lot. I think I would have just hopped straight into that. I wouldn't have wasted my time with that tutorial game. Realistically, yeah, I would have gone straight into the main game, into the meat and potatoes of everything, and worked more directly on that immediately. Other than that, there's not much I would change. Nothing I can think of. Yeah, I think I'm very happy with how it came out. I thought it'd be a lot worse when I realized I had a month left and barely done anything, but I'm pretty happy with it, honestly. It's pretty nice. It's very short and sweet, but I made it so it has replay value, because you're just trying to get the best time. You can go for getting all 3 of the memories and then the best time with that. I'm pretty happy. I think it has some quality time in it. There is that one bug still. I figured out what's causing it, where you touch a thing that's supposed to kill you, but if you touch it for just 1 frame, you don't die and the sound just repeats. You have to ult to 4. I figured that out. I can fix that, but it would take a while, and it's currently the last due date of this, so I don't really have time to fix that, but I can fix that. It's understandable, because the problem is I'm not using global variables. So, well, you don't need to use global variables, but it's easier. It sets everything up. It's nice. It's smooth. But then on top of that, I didn't have checks where if you'd already touched it once, it would stop counting. I just had to keep going. So then if you touched it once, the animation stuff we're supposed to play, but it was supposed to play after a delay, but because it kept repeating, so it would keep initializing the animation before it actually got to it, it would just play the sound, but then never actually start the animation or do anything. So, you know, good times. But if I were to make it so you can only touch it once, or it would only count 1 frame, everything would play through it once, and then it would be done, and you'd be good. But yeah, I feel like I've said this a lot, but I'm happy with how it came out. I don't think I would change much about it. One thing actually I would change is I'd set goals, more clear goals on what I want it to be from the beginning. Because I found in the middle of it, I didn't really know what I wanted it to be, really. I mean, even in some of my updates, I think I said, like, I don't know what kind of game I want it to be, whether I want it to be a Metroidvania or level-based, but like I would have ironed out exactly what I want, like my vision for it first. That way it's a lot clearer, and I could do little checkboxes and stuff to be like, all right, this is what I'm working on today, this is what I'm working on, you know, stuff like that. Just to make the process of making it a lot easier. Other than that, I think it's it, really. Yeah, I'm happy that came out. If there's anything, you know, you think I did poorly, or that I could have worked on, or maybe you want more out of it, let me know. Check it out. I'm down to work on it more. It'll probably be a while, because I'll be out of town after June. I'll be out of my city for like 5-6 months working, so I won't be available for a while, but I do want to work on it more next year and stuff. I want to keep working on this. I want to do something like this relatively yearly, where I do some work on it, but we'll see. So, yeah, I'll see you guys next time, I guess. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. It's pretty cool. A lot of work put into it, I promise. I'm sorry about the lackluster victory screen. I didn't really have much time left, and I thought it was kind of funny. So, anyways, hopefully this came out decently, and it's not garbage to ingest. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Bye.